This is Michi Hoyer, this is Avid Chronic Racing, and this is the 30 minutes before the news of the Sim Pit for today. So I promised it all week, probably, and finally we're gonna do it. Fomrula SimRacing 2018 main series car around Spa-Francorchamps, so a very special track with a very special car yet, because I have no clue at all what is gonna waiting on me right here. So I have to really have a first look at what is able on the car right there. And I just check up the first things and simply run out, do some laps, see how the car feels, because actually the set as it stands right here looks pretty, I don't want to say decent or good in any way, but it looks somewhat applicable for racing. At least for the minute. So that is what we're gonna do. That is a total blue car. That is weird sounds. Alright. Alright, the sounds are very weird. Hey Matt, hey everyone who's joined me right here on the show. Guys, I need to get out of that car, that sound is awful. I feel like sitting in a combustion engine of a plane rather than in a Formula 1 car, at least sound wise. I like the external sound though, that is not that bad, but let's see, tuning, and I take the FSR driver car, engine sounds, German, Japan, France, Italy, guess what the engine sounds is. Well, alright, let's see if that is any better. That is the Honda engine, and we see what that will end up as we quickly greet back Karel. We set on the little things we just set again in the setup. Hey Alexander. I have to admit though, that sound is not really better in any way. In fact, that is even worse because it got an even more annoying sound in the background. The external sound though, that is a proper Honda engine. So that really is a proper, you hear that? That is a proper Honda engine from the external point of view. However, oh, Halo, no Halo, are you serious? You're gonna introduce Halo right in here? No joke, isn't it? Alright, Ferrari engine. All the sounds are really bad. Alright, probably I need to stick with those sounds. Can't swap them now anyway. Way too much steering lock on the car. I was not supposed to catch that one. Honestly guys, that's in the background is really giving me a hard time. I do what I kept doing in 2016, I go back on the engine sounds of the McLaren, because I somehow liked them back then. As I said, that car actually sounds like a proper McLaren Honda engine, so who knows. Anyway, I'm carrying too much wings, that is for sure. Lean mode, race mode, red size a bit slower. That is pretty much alright. Heiko, I will go on DX11 as soon as I think I will find an HUD that is good for my usage, or that is good for what I wanted to be good. And right at the minute that is still track map, and I do not really care whether stuff looks good or not. When doing racing and serious racing, I'm all about the performance, so I do not really care. I think happily we have invulnerability on. External sounds are really nice, as Cool of Raven says, no doubt about that. There's way too much rear end grip on that car. It got set off as soon as you hit the curves. Well, other than that, you can simply go flat out everywhere. Not saying that I'm already hitting the marks with the car though. Very weird sound. Oh, I know that Christopher Korb is also working with SimHub. I thought about donating to them and get access to the software. About some weeks ago, but I haven't done it yet. Does it have a position tower like I have on the left? That is... Sorry, that is something I really care of. A position tower that displays me the entire grid. Alright, Heiko, I probably need to have a proper look at that then.
was a 1:50.79.
Yeah, mirrors are wrong. That is absolutely right. Actually, that is a nice looking dashboard right there. Alexander, what does that say, that roadmap of rFactor 2? Make sure someone reported to Sean Cole so he can get it into his news on short notice. No, that is wrong. You should not be able to catch that spin what I just did. I should not be able to catch that spin. Our updated HUD. So oh, George Winter, thank you very much for turning in. Thank you very much for your best wishes. And also thank you very much for your acknowledgement and all the support you were giving to the team in 2016, 2017. Not really sure whether I'm looking forward to another season right now. Because actually I'm enjoying having days off. To not be too hard on a scheduled duty. And I can see some discussions going on here and there, which I do not like seeing, but yeah, that is what it is. Well, that is the business. Ah, there you go, Cult of Raven, that is perfect. So that means finally they are attacking iRacing, and I know that people are mourning about rFactor 2 not having laser scan tracks and not being a full sim and whatever. And that all those gaps to iRacing, they are basically worked on quite heavily meanwhile. So if iRacing does not change quite soon, I can see the competition shifting a little bit more towards rFactor 2. Not saying that I will be completely gone on iRacing, that never will be the case probably. But you will see some serious competition going on in iRacing as well. Not in iRacing, in rFactor 2. I'm pretty sure of that. Thank you very much, Wolfgang. Law Doc changing the direction of how to approach the public, how to promote stuff to the outside, how to make it accessible for non-iRacing registered people. Like if you're a standard watcher, and if you like like watching the IWCS, you cannot even access results from a website or something. They simply are non-existent unless you are a valid member of iRacing. That is marketing-wise something they badly lack. It's a little more than that. Actually, the iRacing safety rating system, it is a nice feature and it's well thought through in its way that it is intended. But if you get pole position and you got shot off turn 1 5 times in a row in 5 races, let me start different. You score pole position 5 times in a row. 5 times in a row the number 2 guy shoots you off, and you are not accountable by whatever reason. You still have 5 times a 4-time incident. That is just wrong. Of course, iRacing features clean racing, despite the fact people do not really give about a damn about safety ratings and stuff. Obviously, they won't come into the highest leagues. Yeah, so definitely the marketing point of view, to my opinion, also a little bit the sporting point of view. But no system is perfect right there. iRacing has far more worse broken netcode than rFactor 2 has. And I'm not saying rFactor 2 does not have a broken netcode, but a broken netcode on iRacing sometimes is ridiculous. So that is one of the reasons. And I'm not saying that iRacing will badly suffer, I'm just saying that rFactor 2 will definitely gain on the competition and on the amount of high quality drivers. Some will maybe do iRacing and rFactor 2 at the very same time. And probably speaking about the people being in secondary or tertiary splits, because they won't be displayed by RaceSpot ever. Was the same with ACR Zakspeed in Daytona 24. We were racing in a secondary split, and we did quite okay there, but yet it was only the first split that was broadcasted somewhere, and yet the other guys do not really, take on the action. And that is a bad thing, really. I mean, on that particular day in Daytona 24, I think over 1,000 teams were listed. So I don't think most of them are watching the stream for the top split race when they are occupied with their own race in the 4th or 5th or 6th split or whatever. So well, that might just be my opinion. Maybe someone else is more clever than I am.
That was a 150.1.
Yeah, Lordog, you're absolutely right. The competition on iRacing is always good. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that it will vanish by all means. But yeah, the guys in 4th or 5th division might give it a go on rFactor 2. So some of the competition will come over, as long as rFactor 2 obviously keeps evolving and becomes a real alternate racing platform. If you guys see where I'm coming from. So it's actually not possible to over accelerate the car out of the corner and push it into a spin. Before that happens, probably you're gonna shoot off the corner because of all the understeer that is in the car. I'm still running too much wings. Yes, Yannis, all you have to basically do is open your rFactor 2, type in Fomrula SimRacing, choose the server 1, and all the relevant content is automatically downloaded to your rFactor 2 copy. Final blow. Hey James, and thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for joining. James, I want to quickly reply to your email. Unfortunately, it's just today where I'm available later than 9 PM GMT. So we got a good, whoops, and now I got actually a setup with a low rear aerodynamical balance. So we got 9 minutes to go in that actual session. So I want to see now if the car is more aggressive on the rear end to be spun. I will be interested how you people will answer on that question though. And I remain silent and let you guys answer it. Hey Rhinos, why do you think iRacing should be shut down right now? So probably I was happy to choose to race on rFactor 2 rather than on iRacing. Front tires are still a mess, tire wear wise. They're still dying way too quickly, I think. Hey Achmi, thanks for joining.
That was a 1:49.13.
Yeah, could have even. That is an entirely different approach on that car compared to the car we were racing in Fomrula SimRacing Winter Series, which is good though. Don't get me wrong, which is totally fine with me, and I totally appreciate the way that car is made currently in that perspective. So one final blow. See whether we can push our time still a little bit further, because it's 5 minutes to go until Sean Cole will go live in his weekly news show, so we don't want to miss that. There's maybe interesting news coming up we definitely want to know of. Cold of Reven, I think that is a different version though, despite it looks pretty much similar to the Assetto Corsa one. But I think it's different still. Oof. Well, now the rear tires are lit, and every slide, look at the tire wear in the rear right. That costed it ages amount of life already. So something you're definitely not allowed to do is slide that car by any mean. So it's gonna be very much down to clean driving. Better have a setup that is super stable, where you're not going to spin at all. Can someone please tell James Mai Tai to watch his email after the stream right now? Because I have to send him an email because he didn't obviously he was not able to listen to what I was saying to him. So I need to write him an email. Yeah, battles, but also not just the real life car sound odd. This car is completely wrong in terms of sound. I have to admit that. That was the first ever spin I was not able to catch because of stuff. And we'll see what happens if we turn on the full lock mode. Even that spin was close as being catched. Look at the front right. 75% out of 78, 74, 80. Let's keep looking at the front left. That is 80, 79, 77, 76. Someone is in a slipstream right now. Looks like a Mercedes. Whereas that livery should not be available at all. So guys, that is the end of it right now. Oh, that was almost into the garage. More of that car is going to become streamed live very soon, because there will be at some point going to be Fomrula SimRacing pre-season test. Well, that's it for right now. Really, I do like the external sounds of the Honda engine. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching right now. Let's all hop over to the Sim Pit, who should be already getting ready for his live show about the news, and we will have a quick introduction to him. So the Sim Pit, we're looking for him here on the web, and I think he's already live, so that means yeah, we will be starting just in a matter of moments. With that being said, guys, I would quickly say let's hand over, meet in the chat right there. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna be live furthermore in the night because I have a free house at the minute. So with the intro starting, that is we going off. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you later.